Aquarius, welcome back to Steampunk Psyche. If you are a returning subscriber, much love. If you're brand new to the channel or just cross-watching for your particular energy, I'm JT. Hey, come in and check out the new playlist. The readings may line up with you, like I always say. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Anyway, I'm going to give you the down low, and we're going to talk about your current energy, find out what's going on, okay? Do keep in mind that I always put your haiku poems right before your reading. Anyway, let's look at this if I can get the camera right. All right, we're going to shuffle up and we're going to talk about your categories. But I am wishing for you health, wealth, stability, peace, love, happiness. I want your desires to be met. I want the things to line up for you, that magnetic attraction to finally come into place. All right. I feel like I'm good. I've already pre-shuffled the cards. We're going to talk about your current energy. You know what? I could do her in reverse. I'll go ahead and tell you about the reverse in that as well. Crossing challenge. We're going to talk about, they are coming out in reverse here. I'm going to leave them just like that. Recent past, the possibilities, near future. We're going to talk about self. What's a major arcana? Okay. The environment. It's going to be interesting. Hopes, fears, wishes, or worries, and the outcome and the direction. This is awesome. Aquarius, I'm going to take a look at these cards. I'm going to get an idea. This is going to be interesting. I've got your brand new haiku poems ready, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, Aquarius, I took a little bit of minutes there to look at this reading. And once I did, I was so like reminded of that old Prince tune, you know, that pussy control. I'm just going to be real with you. We got an Empress energy here that is surrounded by three masculine energies. Take what fits. This is going to get, this is messy, sticky. It's lovely. It's beautiful, but it's got some movement. So if you're down for this reading, we're going to talk about it, okay? Excuse me. What we got, Aquarius, is the Empress energy right off the bat here, okay? This is, you're attracting attention. Actually, you have attracted attention without, well, you don't even have to try. This is someone hovering. This is multiple hovers, okay? They're watching your every move, okay? You are in the middle of some kind of a triad situation here, whether this is at work, whether this is at play, whatever it is, but I feel like you just got this elevation about you that is so fucking impossible to ignore. You know, people are feeling you before they see you walk in the room, okay? And the energy is rearranging itself around you, okay? This is you know, got the energy like people are staring way longer than they should in public, okay? And I feel like your body language may be mirroring that same energy to somebody else here. That's the situation. We got three kings here, okay? We're going to talk about every one of these, but I'm telling you, this is like, you know, this is a masculine rehearsing what they're going to say, you know, before they approach you. Someone else is, you know, they're buying some new clothes, you know, because they know they're about to see you. They're standing longer in the mirror and, you know, primping, that type of situation. But this is like, I want to impress you. I don't know. This is, someone's trying to impress you with money or stability here. And I also feel like there is like a mutual friend in this situation. Okay. Um, I don't know. It's either they're asking to be mutual friends with you, or I don't know. I'm kind of picking up on like, someone trying to accidentally run into you as well. So it's got that real timid. We may be talking about that King of Cups. We're going to talk about it, but I'm just saying, yeah, this is the masculine versus the feminine energy. This is a duel. this is this is pursuit mode. You're in this receiving mode here. You know what I mean? But um, I don't know. Someone's pretending not to be in pursuit here. Is kind of what I'm getting. There could be, you could be seeing synchronicities around this, like 717. Okay, if you're cross watching, you're one of these masculines. Okay, and what I'm getting at is here, it's that. So I don't know. You're being pushed to maybe choose a direction before somebody else either approaches this Empress or before the Empress makes a choice. Okay, for you is what I'm getting at. All right, we're going to talk about this challenge card. We got the Chariot. I did talk about these energies being in reverse position. I'm kind of including those in there because I don't want to just talk about the negative aspects of the cards. They are what they are. You know what I'm saying? We're spilling the tea on this situation. So take what goes with you right here. But this is your challenge here is movement. Someone wants progress. Someone else wants maybe the control of the dynamic. We could be talking about a masculine who's pushing for some clarity here as well. But I do definitely pick up on this rivalry, and I feel like it's trying to speed up the connection. It's not meaning to, it's just happening. One sees one move, the other one sees the other move, and this is just kind of putting in this, this pressure dynamic, right? So it's like choosing sides. Who's going to choose? What's she going to choose? Blah, 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 back and forth. But these masculines may know each other. They may not. It doesn't have to be the case. It just could be you're sitting on your throne, You're definitely in that. You've done the work. You're glow up, blow up stage right now. So you're dominating this whole narrative, right? But I feel like there may be someone who I don't know, somebody's driving past your work or your house or something like that. I don't, not the creepy kind. I'm just saying there's like this a masculine energy who kind of wants to show up unexpectedly, right? At least that's what he claims that he wants to do. Someone is trying to maybe claim you in front of others. You're kind of picking up on that energy. So this has definitely got a I don't know. There's a masculine energy that's a little bit irritated, when you're too busy. Okay, so you just kind of take how that resonates with you. We're going to talk about this foundation, and again, we got the Three of Pentacles energy. It's collaboration. It's supposed to be right, but I feel like someone's trying to keep track of you here. Who you're talking to. Where you go, what you post, and so it's got that multiple energies just trying to build with you. I feel like more in competition than in completion, right? It's got the masculine checking out your stories online, that type of energy, of course. But one of these are comparing themselves to the other. I don't know. Maybe there might be a couple of friends in a friend group here, talking back and forth to each other. Finding out about your dating life, what's going on here. Someone may come across as the one who wants to help you with something. With the energy of I want to get closer here, but I mean, it's definitely got a. I don't feel there's vindictiveness in this. I just feel like it's the masculines are in their lower chakra, and that's about all I can say. Actually, not all of them. This may just be one out of the three here, but I feel like you're about to make a decision here on something. It's like I don't know, the masculine energy. They get jealous maybe of the coworkers you're around, or I don't know, someone's trying to show off their skill set around you, whatever that is. Like I said, I feel like maybe somebody you work around or something, but this is that, they're trying to one up each other, right? Okay, we're talking about this recent past. Like I said, this wasn't a reverse position, and I'll just kind of give you some of the energies here. So it's like this is the impulsive energy, inconsistent. It could have been that, they, I don't know, maybe you flirted with somebody else, they noticed it, and it kind of stirred the pot. And then this could be on the other side. Maybe this is the one that you're looking at, or at least maybe you have feelings for, and they could have done that, right? But this has got, it's got ghosting and then reappearing kind of energy, right? It's definitely provocative. There's something about this is provocative. Okay, it's maybe because they acted out of their own egos, right? That one up energy, that lower chakra energy. Someone's trying to make you jealous here. Okay, but I feel like there could have been a little bit of a reckless decision involved in this situation. it's mixed signals, bragging about the attention, you know, that he gets or something. I don't know. It's just kind of got that selfish, kind of an immature situation. But this was definitely the acting before they were thinking. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe that masculine made a move on the wrong person. You know what I mean? So all right, we're going to talk about the possibilities. We got that other king coming. You know, this is the emotional intensity that's involved here, right? This is the, you know, somebody's hiding that, you know, the jealousy pretty well here. Okay, it's, you know, I'm definitely checking on your stories. I want to know who's I don't know who's in your DMs, who's responding the quickest, right? And it could look like to you that person that goes quiet, you know, when maybe you're talking about another man, they'd be in the middle of a conversation with you or something, and you just kind of mention somebody, and this person kind of goes quiet. It doesn't have to be. Maybe they avoid a little bit of eye contact with you, you know, because of that jealousy situation. But it's like, you know, deep down, this cat's, you know, he's replaying conversations in his head. You know, he's trying to act unbothered here. You know, and you know, I don't know, you may find out he gets a little moody the more distant you get. So just kind of ask yourself those subtle questions. You know, what is going on in my love life here? You know, so that's the one who's going to try to be there emotionally, though. He is the King of Cups. Okay, so just keep that in consideration. All right, we're going to talk about this near future. We got another one. Um, you know, this is the truth is coming. There's something very sharp about this king energy. Okay. This is, I feel like the one who's going to snap. You know, this is a not emotionally, but like strategically here. This is the confrontation. And I feel like maybe it's going to be at your, maybe a place that you decide, you know, hey, let's meet up. Let's go grab something to eat. Let's grab coffee. Let's grab lunch. Let's eat lunch together. Like I said, if this is a workplace related, something about this though, this king energy is about to stand up. He's about to confront you in front of you. Okay, he's going to look you dead in the eyes, right? And I feel like this is what's going to change the dynamic instantly here. Okay, whether that's for the good or for the better, I don't know. It's going to be something that you're going to decide. But I feel like it's that we need to talk. You know, it's that maybe it's that challenging that other masculine. You know, what's going on with him, right? You know, the one that says, I'm not gonna do this triangle. What's going on here? He kind of sees the bigger picture, right? So it's like, tell me now. You know, I don't want to have to compete for you. You know, it's I don't know. It's stepping between you and maybe somebody else here, and maybe he's calling out some mixed signals that perhaps this feminine has been, you know, not really clear upon. Okay, maybe this masculine is the one that's going to expose this third party dynamic. This, you know, that explosion kind of situation. All right. We're going to move on though. We're going to talk about the magician. The magician in this reading is you know, you're in the Empress kind of energy, right? So it's, you're manifesting even without trying, you know. So it's definitely the influence that you have over these masculines. Okay, um, you know, you're like the catalyst for this whole relationship. You know, the one that's shifting through the timelines, and you got that you know, people kind of mirroring you type, you know, language here. You know, somebody's copying your style, or you know, it's that masculine energy who's trying to impress you with the skill set, like I said before, or I don't know, or maybe one that's going to become a little more confident around you because you're like you're in that manifesting stage, right? So it's, I want to match your intelligence. I want to match your conversations. You know, I don't want it to sound rehearsed. I want everything to feel as though I'm manifesting you back in that same kind of way, right? Okay, so now we're talking about the environment, and here's the other king. Okay, I don't know. Somebody feels like maybe they got a claim on you here. This is the stable king, but you know they can have that kind of an overbearing kind of a mentality as well. You know, it's the one who shows up as though he looks prepared in this situation, but this King of Swords is like territorial. You know, it's got the assumption, right, that you're like his. You know, I may be impressing you with some money here. I may try to offer some kind of a stable environment around you. It's got that protection, right? But this is, I'm getting jealous as hell when you're talking to somebody else. So just kind of feel that out, what this looks like for you. But this is, I'm going to try to insert myself in your plans. You know, maybe he kind of acts like he knows, you know, what your best interests are or what's best for you. You know, right? I'm just going to try to outshine the King of Swords. You know, so it's got that competitive, really intense masculine energy here. Okay, so like I said, three kings, and here's the deal. And again, it is definitely, you're definitely nine of pentacles. You know, that's abundance. That is, you know, you're this rival type feminine, uh, or it could look like a karmic partner that's kind of just, clinging to the connection that, is slipping away. Okay. But this is the feminine, who does not want to lose her place, um, and so that energy, what it's doing is it's causing this, I'm going to watch your social media, I'm going to compare myself to you, I don't know, it's got that, she's trying to prove she's the stable choice, but that energy says things like, it's aimed at like the masculine, maybe she's trying to guilt him, or she's trying to keep him comfortable, maybe sensing that she's losing in that situation, so it gets like this little passive aggressive in there. But um I don't know, the fear of being replaced in that situation. Okay, and you're just gonna have to take what applies, but it's definitely the glow up blow up, and it's that dynamic that's encircling both energies, the masculine and the feminine here. Okay, all right, now in the outcome, in the direction, we got this Ten of Swords. um this is one of those situations. Again, take it with a grain of glitter. What I'm trying to say is, it's tender, but this is a timeline that's ending for you. So, so the real situation can start, right? We're talking about, it's not your ending, it is their ending. Somebody's got to go. This is that, I don't know, like I said, you have that King of Swords energy. So I feel like this could be like a confrontation that's going to definitely lead to the collapse of what was taking place. All the, the rival masculines here are going to get cut off. This is you losing your grip on the situation, but I feel like, it's because this third party is about to be exposed. So it could look like the karmic ties are coming to an end, or that masculine that's definitely choosing with decision, right? It's decisive. So it's the end of this triangulation that I've been talking about. This is a good reading, but you know, in person, this may sound a little sharp. Yep, direct, unavoidable. Somebody calling out the interactions, everything, and so it has that elevated, kind of an impossible to ignore. You got three kings orbiting you, and so you're the queen in this situation, and I feel like that King of Swords is about to snap on you. You know what I mean? But you're walking forward, right? You're the one that's coming out on top of this thing. And I feel like everything is about to set you free. Aquarius, it's a good reading. You're in a rock and a hard spot, but I feel like you've let things go. You know who you're about to choose here. You know what I mean? Hey, Aquarius, this is it's real life. It happens. It takes place. Um, I know that masculine energy can definitely be overwhelming and also just immature as shit. But I think and you could read right through it. You know who the true king is for you. Okay. Anyway, let me know. Let me know who the hell you pick, who you choose. All right. All right, Aquarius, I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was confirmation or clarity. Give it a thumbs up, would you? Donate the reader. Anyway, I love you. I respect you. I'm going to leave some videos of last week. Maybe you can check those out. Maybe some of that energy might apply to this situation as well. Anyway, hope I get to see you on the next reading. All right. Bye-bye.